Hey y'all, welcome to Maui Mysteries, the channel that brings you interdimensional content, which means that the readings are from a broad and expansive point of view as they are channeled through vast dimensions of space and time, and therefore should resonate with you guys whenever you come across them. So guys, this is going to be a spiritual council reading. When I did the last reading about your spiritual council, Ubongezwa and other people emailed and asked me if I could please offer this as a reading. And it turned out that I was actually going to restructure the whole reading paradigm completely anyways. It's not that different, but it's kind of different. There's just some readings that have been taken out. And the iNzunza reading, the Indigo reading, the entity reading are now all within the spiritual council reading. So your spiritual council reading is basically a spiritual council, which can be iNzunza, which can be indigos, which can be entities, right? And then iNkanyamba reading is still separate. Okay, cool. Prices also may have changed. So if you want to book iNzunza reading, you'll book a spiritual council reading, because what I'm coming across is that you guys have moved from dealing with I don't know, kind of like the energies as like an individual unit. There is more of a feel of a council feeling. Like when I do your readings, someone booked an Zunza reading and more than one Zunza energy came up. So apparently this person is like part of a whole Zunza bloodline, right? And someone else booked a reading and a whole group of entities came up. So yeah, basically both of these making up a council, and I'm seeing that there's more of that going on. There's more of like a group energy that is coming to help you, that is coming to assist you, but a very high frequency group energy. Okay, not just this group energy of like, oh, we're gonna help you with your karmic cycles. These are people that are actually like either done with that or just about done with that, and so you're moving on to higher aspects of yourself and harmonizing those aspects of yourself, right? Which is literally what happens when your spiritual council is now up and about and moving. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, it's okay. Just email me and we'll talk. The prices will also have changed. We are in a new cycle. Okay. So, spiritual council. Again, if you didn't watch the previous spiritual council reading, I'll put the link in the description box. But basically, your spiritual council is basically like a team that represents different higher frequency aspects of you. It's like basically having iNzunza, but having like, let's say, 7 of them. Or being an indigo and then connecting to like the other indigos of your bloodline. You know, like in the last avatar with Uang and how he can connect to the other avatars that have come through. Yeah, like that. And I really like the whole Aang example, because with Uang, right, the other avatars are not part of his bloodline. But they are the other avatars. They are the others that have been able to put together this energy, this high frequency energy, right? So yeah, it's also that for some of you. But yes, all your spiritual council can be made up of different types of beings. There can be some entities, they can be Nzunza energy, they can be some indigos, they can be some star beings, but I'm just starting to get more, I'm starting to attract more people that have a council. Like, you know, yeah. Like in John Wick, how you get the table. Like, yeah, I'm starting to attract people who there's the table. Some of you, yeah. Hi. Anyway. Okay, now I see where this was going. Okay, so today in the spiritual council we have the weavers. I've spoken about the weavers before. The weavers tend to represent themselves as grandmother figures, so sometimes you may be feeling like grandmother energy around you or something like that, when actually the weavers come through one's grandmother. So if your grandmother or your great grandmother like has passed and you keep dreaming about her, or particularly if you're watching this reading, I'm not talking about everyone who's dreaming about their grandmother, but particularly those that have been drawn to this reading, where you have been drawn to receive messages from a grandmother figure or a great grandmother figure who communicates to you, or you know about like certain energetics about her that had her vibrating at like a high frequency, then like yeah, um for you guys, I'm also feeling this energy of the weavers within there. The weavers are also a form of spiritual counsel, and it's much more intimate, like in the sense that, and maybe that's why they come through the grandmother, because they'll come through a family member, but particularly grandmother or great grandmother. And it's more intimate because just like the word, like the weavers, like these are very high frequency beings that literally kind of like plan your path. If you are to learn certain things in this world that allow you to experience life in a more expanded, like high vibrational way, it is the weavers that will weave that into your life. Um, Things like self-initiation, as I've said before, it's not self as in you deciding. Things like you going on the spiritual path. There's the part where everybody's trying to make their life better by being a better person. Cool, cool, cool. And then there's the actual great work, guys. There's the actual journey, the one where you get an invitation. It is the weavers who weave the knowledge that you need, the experiences that you need within your daily life in order to bring about a certain alchemical process within you, which allows you to see and feel and be a part of certain things that other people are not privy to. It is the weavers, the grandmothers that allow you to, or that assist you in opening up certain parts of you, like activating certain parts of you that allow you to go through certain things that even if another person goes through, but the path you're going to take, like the way you're going to navigate this situation is not the same as the other, because they open certain paths that are hidden so that you are able to experience whatever it is in a different way that allows you to expand yourself through the experience, that allows it so that the experience does not finish you, so that the experience doesn't end you, even though it may be a hardship or a challenging situation. But the path they open for you through the experience allows you to experience it in such a way where you must grow, where you have the ability to grow through the situation, so that you will be able to reach into that room within yourself with all that, like, what do I call it? All that gold, all that light, all that power that you are able to access and embody all your higher aspects and become the person that you need to be. They shine a light on that path from where you are right now, from who you are right now, to that version of yourself, the highest version you've ever held of yourself. Um, the one you can't really imagine, but you have a connection to, and so somehow know that there is this other part of you. But the closer and closer you get to that version of yourself, the more you start to notice certain things about that version of yourself, certain personality traits, certain boundaries, certain abilities. Yeah. The weavers not only show you the path, but they create the path. They create certain attractions between you and certain people. They are like these like masterminds, to be honest. They're like these strategic, accurate masterminds who make it so that no maganjani you reach your destination. Like there is no higher form of high frequency being rooting for you than the weavers. With the weavers on your side, you cannot stumble. Like you cannot fall. Even when you think you've fallen, it's all part of their plan. And you'll never have just the weavers as your like spiritual council, but you will have weavers within your spiritual council. Does that make sense? Like, because with your spiritual council, right, everyone takes care of a certain aspect in life. There'll be one entity that teaches you about money. There'll be one star being that teaches you about love. There'll be one Orisha that teaches you about the relation between you and others. There'll be one entity that teaches you about transmutation, right? Everyone has their role. And then you have the iNzunza that teaches you about glory and accepting the greatness that is yourself. You have the Indigo that teaches you about individuality and your particular offering to this world, your particular nature. And then you have the Weaver, the one who draws out the plan. Yo, and guys, the plan is important. You must receive the plan. How do you know you've received the plan? Because all of a sudden you have a plan. All of a sudden you have a plan as to how you're going to achieve certain things. But also, you might get bits of a curriculum. There's a difference between the curriculum and the plan. The plan, honestly, the plan comes like way down the line, right? Way down the line. That's when you're done with like all your lessons, all the shedding of the mask and all of that. At some point you'll receive a plan as to how it is you're going to get to a specific goal or become this person. Like you'll receive a plan. The weaver will share certain things with you, but before that, the weaver will share the curriculum. The weaver will tell you you're going to learn about sexuality, you're going to learn about partnership, you're going to learn about transmutation, you're going to learn about spiritual alchemy or psychological alchemy, you're going to learn about human nature. She can tell you this to yourself, she can tell you this through another person, she can tell you this through different media or content where she can tell you you're going to learn astrology and that is how you're going to make your way through. And like, let's say you're interested in astrology, right? That's the thing, you'll already be interested in whatever she's saying. So she'll be like, you're going to learn astrology on an occultic level, on a hidden knowledge type of level. Then at some point she'll tell you, like, after you've learned all this stuff, she'll be like, it's time to monetize everything that you know. She'll be like, you're going to learn about crystals in relation to sexual energy. And then you'll just be learning about that. And then at some point she'll be like, it's time to monetize this. turn it into something that you can offer to others in return for something else. And you might be thinking, oh, it's like it has to be some kind of Reiki healing or something like that. No, it could literally be baking muffins. But you know how to be putting your crystals over there, and hey, and the way in which you've refined your energy allows you to make certain muffins that have people experience a certain feeling. Like how space muffins work? Yeah. But yours will be infused with certain energy, certain frequency. And people will think, oh, it's a secret ingredient. If I get this herb and this herb, and yeah, maybe you did. But mostly, it's your energy. You now know how to do that because the weaver them put you through school. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I have for today. I kind of had a feeling it was going to be a short reading. The weavers, very nice entities. Don't talk much unless they have to, but again, they come through the grandmother, and everyone in your spiritual council has great respect for the weaver. You don't make it anywhere without the weaver. Everyone submits to the weaver. Everyone has a lot of love for the weavers. Again, I think that's why they come across as the grandmothers. I think that word is actually very important here. Like, it's not just like grandmother, like the mother that is grand, that is grandiose, like the mother. I almost want to say everyone in the council was called by the weaver. She drew up your council the same way that the weaver makes the plan, the path. The weaver drew up your council. She decided who makes it into the council. Like, she stretches through time and dimension and calls forth this person and this person and this person because she's the weaver. She knows exactly what you're going to need based on your energetic makeup, based on your blueprint. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to put this. That's the thing about the weaver. It's because she's from outside the reality. That's why she has so much knowledge, if you're wondering. But okay, stories for different days. That's what I have for you guys. If the reading resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to book a personal reading, like I said, I've restructured the readings. Yes, some prices have changed. I'll try and briefly just explain everything in the description box. By explain, I don't mean explain. I just mean write in brackets what the information I think you need. And yeah, if it's not in the list, it's no longer available, guys. Again, the iNzunza, the Indigo, the entity readings are now all part of what is called the spiritual council meeting. Because some of you, oh yes, I used to be asked, can you have iNkanyamba energy and have iNzunza energy? Can you have Indigo energy and have iNzunza energy? Can you have, can you attract entities but also have iNzunza energy? And yes. And that's now coming up in a more like visceral way where it's actually showing up in your energy, and that's why I've constructed this reading in this way. Okay, all right, guys. Mentorship sessions, all of that information is also in the description box still. So yeah, guys, see ya.